Hey all, welcome back to Awful Stories. I'm Michael, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe for daily videos. The first was made in the relationship subreddit by a user named Flimsy Channel. The post is titled BF Left After Seeing Ex's Engagement Post. Okay, so I, 25F, have been dating my boyfriend, 30M, for a little over 2 years now. We just moved in together a few months ago. Last night we were doom scrolling on Instagram Reels and his ex's post popped up about her getting engaged. I do not really know much about their relationship in detail other than that she cheated on my boyfriend with her current fiance while she was engaged to my boyfriend. They were together for 5 years and it has been 3.5 years since they broke up, so I know that it did not end well with them and that it is just a sore topic, so I never really bring it up. I do not follow her, but she is somewhat famous on Instagram as a food vlogger and I watch a lot of that content, which is why she popped up. Anyway, when he saw it, he froze and became tense. I asked him if everything was okay and he said yes, but when I asked if he looked tense because of the post, he just brushed it off and rolled over to go to sleep. The thing is, we did not even really cuddle, when we cuddle almost every night before going to sleep. I woke up around 2 a.m. and he was gone, like completely gone. He was nowhere in our house. I called him about 10 or 15 times, no answer. His phone was switched off. I even called one of his friends and they had no idea where he was. I was thinking of calling his mom, but I know she would have blown up his phone, so I decided to wait and called my friend. She also suggested waiting a few hours, so I did. Then around 3:30, he finally called me back. I asked him what he was doing and he just said, "I'm fine. Please don't call me right now. I'll explain later," and he hung up before I could say anything properly. I tried calling again, obviously, because what does that even mean? I do not understand why he would be upset about that post, considering they broke up so long ago. I cannot imagine leaving your girlfriend over this in the middle of the night. He did not explicitly say anything about the reason he left, but I am pretty sure it is because of the post. I stopped calling him after a few times as he was not going to pick up. I really do not know what to do. Things have been good with us until now. This is the first time I have ever felt like I am being betrayed by him. I do not even know where he is. Should I leave him alone and give him space? I just feel sick about this situation. Update. Hey guys, first of all, thank you to everyone who commented. I didn't expect so many people to respond, and honestly, reading through your messages kept me from spiraling even more. I tried to go back to sleep after the post. He did come back around 6 a.m. He looked like shit because I guess he hadn't slept. He had just been driving around according to him. I didn't even know what to say to him. Luckily, he was the one who talked first. He apologized many times for running away and for ignoring my calls. I obviously asked him what the hell happened and why he would ditch me like that and about his ex. He told me he had a panic attack and that he didn't want me to witness it, so he went to his car and after that, he drove off. He explained that it wasn't because he wasn't over her and that he never wanted her back. I asked him if he was still in love with her. He said it just happened after seeing that picture of them together and happy. He said he was depressed after everything went down with his ex, but he thought he was fine when he started dating me and that he has been really happy. But he panicked because it hit him that she was actually happy and their breakup hasn't affected her like it has him, seeing she was with the guy she cheated on my boyfriend with. He started overthinking, wondering what if he could never be happy like that, getting engaged again and getting married to me. I was honestly a bit shocked at first because we had talked about how he would love to marry me someday, and I didn't really understand how to comprehend this information, but we talked for about 2 hours. He was genuinely sorry and he doesn't seem like he's not over her. He did say he wants to find that kind of happiness with me and that he wants that future with me, and he apologized again for being an asshole. I made it clear to him if he ever runs off like that, we are done, and he agreed. Honestly, we were both kind of crying by the end of our conversation, and I also blocked his ex on my Instagram. He already had her blocked before, in case anyone speculates. I think I could forgive him. Thank you again for all your help. The comments helped a lot. We might try therapy. If I were OP, that whole night would leave me rattled in a way that's hard to shake, staring at the ceiling, wondering if 2 years in and freshly moved in together is when the real cracks start showing. Watching my boyfriend freeze over his ex's shiny engagement post after she cheated on him with that same guy during their own engagement felt like a ghost crashing our scroll session, but him bolting out at 2 a.m., phone off, leaving me in a panic. That's not just space, that's straight up abandonment when I'm supposed to be his safe place, and it stings like betrayal even if his heart was in the right place. The update hits different. He owns the panic attack, admits the trigger was her thriving with the cheater while he's still carrying the weight of that 5-year wreckage, spiraling into doubts about our own future happiness and marriage talks we'd had. I buy his apologies and the tears because they felt raw, and yeah, blocking her was a power move, but damn, unresolved ex-trauma ambushing us like this after 3.5 years apart screams he hasn't fully processed it, no matter how happy he says he is with me. It's not about him wanting her back, it's about her shadow still dictating his reactions, and I can't help feeling like the understudy in my own relationship. Forgiving feels possible because the good outweighs this mess so far, and therapy's a smart call to unpack his baggage before it derails us again. That hard line about no more vanishing acts is non-negotiable though, but honestly, it leaves me wary. Love's great until old wounds make you question if you're building on sand. If he's serious about that future with me, he needs to prove it with actions, not just words, because one more midnight drive and I'd be out the door. Q Wordy Bet said, I don't understand why people are attacking you in these comments. If I had made it to the stage of moving in with someone and one night they left out of nowhere, I would be concerned too, no matter what happened the day before. And while yes, he probably just needs time to process the engagement, it would have been easy to tell you that. He didn't even have to say it in person or on the phone. He could have left and then sent a quick text right after to let you know that he just needed some time alone and that he was all right. You're valid to be upset about this. I understand his distress, but it has been 3.5 years. The least he can do is give you the courtesy of telling you he was leaving to be on his own for a bit instead of letting you wake up alone in the middle of the night and leaving you to panic. Sweaty Knee said, I got cheated on. I have some weird traumas and insecurities from that, and it is 100% my responsibility to heal from it and work through it. My husband does not deserve to feel unsafe in our relationship. It is fine to have negative feelings towards someone who hurt you in the past. But him leaving and saying nothing leaves you in a position where you do not know if he is angry at himself, at her, that she got away with it, or if he was jealous. It is an absolutely awful position to put your partner of almost 4 years in. As a side note, he needs to have a better plan for how to handle this in the future. If he is not going to block her social media accounts, it is not fair for someone to commit to a life of you spiraling and disappearing as your ex gets married, has children, buys a house, etc. There is no way to feel safe in that relationship when you know he will once again disappear at the sight of her moving forward. The second story for today was made in the relationship advice subreddit by a throwaway account. The post is titled, How do I tell a girl I'm dating that I don't want to be with her because of brain rot and dogs? She is a really sweet person. She has a nice personality, but oh my god, I can't ignore the brain rot anymore. This sounds like something made up for a YouTube short with Minecraft parkour in the background, but I promise it's real. We've been dating for a few weeks, and at first I just thought it was a little quirk of hers and that I would get over it. She sends those wolf ripping their shirt off memes to me and calls herself alpha, admittedly a little funny. The worst part is when I'm trying to be sexy or intimate or just compliment her at all in a way that's meant to be serious. She says boom shakalaka and says it's because she's shy and doesn't know what else to say. The worst time was when she responded to a shirtless pic of me with that and 3 blushing emojis, nothing else. She also constantly calls herself or me nonchalant, and it's getting too much. She also hates dogs, says it's a green flag that she doesn't like them. I don't know, I adore dogs with my whole heart. I have a dog, I want more dogs. This seems silly, but it's a major red flag to me. But basically, I don't know how to tell her I don't want to see her romantically anymore over these things. They seem like such silly things, and I'd feel like an ass if I just said it outright. Any advice? Cider and Cake said, you don't have to tell her any of this. Just say she's a nice girl, but you're not feeling the chemistry and then peace out. Lil Kiska said everyone else is already saying it, but literally all you have to do is say it isn't working, or you're not interested, or you don't want to date. You do not have to go into reasons, especially when you have been dating for a few weeks, which is nothing. The whole point of dating is to see if you're compatible and the two of you aren't. That's it.